Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links action. Except this time, we're checking out another top-tier TCG deck that has cards in Duel Links. Now, unlike last time, we don't have all of the cards to this archetype, which is highly detrimental. However, there is no way to get these cards at the moment, simply because they require link monsters, which currently aren't even available in Duel Links. Right now, we've got the Zexal world, which is brand new, and that's the latest world, which means XZs are the latest monster. So, let's check out this deck. Obviously, you could probably tell by the title and the thumbnail that we are playing Orcust. Orcust is a really interesting graveyard-reliant deck, focused around this guy, which is banned in the TCG. Why is this card banned in the TCG? Well, quickly, let's read its effect. You banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon one Orcust monster from your deck, except Orcust Harp Horror. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except dark monsters. You can only use this effect of Orcust Harp Horror once per turn. Now, this card is very similar to something like Banishment of the Dark Lords for Dark Lords, or Aster the Invoker, or more specifically the field spell Invoked Madness, or something along those lines for the Invoked Engine, right? It's a searcher. That's basically what it does. It kind of gets the combo started. It adds the cards that you need. It's not specifically a searching card, but it's the card that facilitates the combo. It's not the end of the combo, it's the facilitator, or the thing that starts the combo, or gets it rolling, right? So, of course, this card was the one that was banned in the TCG just to hit the consistency of the deck. Whereas for us, this is the one that we got. Now, what other cards did we get? Well, let's check it out. Oh, nothing. We got nothing. Oh, okay. We got a level 1 tuner. Cool. That one can also banish the special summon. What about the Symbol Skeleton? It's a level 3. Great. It can also banish the special summon. This one from the hand, this one from the graveyard. Good to know. We're going to play one of each of those, right? But this guy's our main guy, so we're going to play 3 of him. What other cards we got? A trap card that sucks. A trap card that sucks. Spell card that sucks. Oh, it's a draw too. Okay, we'll put that in the deck as well. Okay, we'll put 3 of those in there. World Wand. Oh, wait, no, this is used for the extra deck. This isn't used for anything that we have currently in the game. We'll take it out. So, what else can we even play in this deck? If at the moment we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, what else are we playing? Well, this guy. Because this guy says, if a face-up dark machine-type monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. And it's got a really good battle phase effect that allows you to pop multiple cards. Pretty good. Orcust Harp Horror, Dark Machine. Symbol Skeleton, Dark Machine. Orcust Brass Bombard, Dark Machine, and its tuner. So, all of those allow us to, if it gets destroyed, go into a Desperado Barrel Dragon. So we're going to play that, and then the standard Master of Destiny package, right? Desperado, Twin Barrel, Arcana, Temperance, I should say, Arcana Force, whatever, 15, I think, 14, Temperance, Time Wizard, Misjudge, Cup of Ace, and Head Judging. With all 7 of those cards, we can activate Master of Destiny, which allows us to guarantee get the first 3 coin tosses as heads. So, that's really good. It allows you to activate basically all of these guys' positive effects. So, there you go. Now, for the extra deck, because we are also playing a level 3 tuner that can special summon from the graveyard in Black Salvo, our extra deck plays a lot of level 7s. Reason being, because you get a lot of level 7s from Black Salvo into Orcust Harp Horror. So, level 7s that we are playing are Samurai Destroyer. That one's really good. We're also playing Samurai Squire Saga, sorry, which is also insanely good. And you will probably think, wait, why are you playing a Shiranui card in the non-Shiranui deck? Well, because it banishes itself to non-target, pop a card, both a monster and a spell and trap. And you will see that come up. And then Black Rose Dragon wipe the field. Those are our level 7s. Now we have a level 11 as well for Black Cello and Desperado Barrel Dragon. This guy's basically the insurance for Cocytus, so that we have at least an out to Cocytus. So there's that. 3200 beater, that's unaffected while it attacks. That's basically all it is. Nothing too special. Then we have a level 8 in case we have Bombard out, or we get a Black Salvo and nothing else. It's actually just this guy. That's the only reason we have this one. But basically, if we have a level 8 synchro possibility, we can go into Dark End Dragon as well, which says, once per turn, you can target a monster your opponent controls. This card loses 500 attack and defense. Send that target to the graveyard. So it's non-destruction removal, which is pretty good. And then we're also playing Samsara Dragon of Rebirth, which is just, if it's destroyed, you get to Monster Reborn something. And the level 5 is more so for Bombard and any of the level 4s, right? So that's why we're playing that. Then we also have Diamond Direwolf. Again, it's an XZ with level 4s. We're playing a few level 4s. So there's that. Now, let's hop into some replays and I will show you what this deck does do. And it's kind of sad compared to the TCG. So be prepared for that. Alright guys, here we are against Seto Kaiba. We get to go second, which is actually really good. I actually prefer going second because we can't really set up a very good board. We've got like maybe one negation, something like that. And here we go. Okay, we're playing Luna Lights. So against Luna Lights, we kind of have some options, but again, we don't really have too great of options. We kind of have to go into Squire Saga here to deal with the Saber Dancer. So do keep that in mind. Or we could blow up the field through something like a Black Rose Dragon, but we'll see what happens here. So those are kind of our two options to deal with the Saber Dancer. Other than that, we have no out, right? Everything else targets. So let's start. First off, we're going to activate Orchestrated Return, pitching the Horror in order to draw 2 cards, and we actually happen to draw into a Time Wizard, so that makes this a whole lot easier. We now no longer have to go for the Synchro Summon, we can go for the Time Wizard, flip the coin, call it heads, destroy the opponent's field, go for the Cup of Ace, draw 2, perfect, perfect. Head Judging is super nice. Then we can also special summon our Orcust Brass Bombard using the effect of Orcust Harp Horror. Then we are going to get up another Orchestrated Return. We're going to summon up the second Orcust Harp Horror that we had in our hand. And we are going to Synchro Summon into a level 7 Samurai Destroyer, because that's 7 on field. And then we are going to banish the Simple Skeleton in order to summon up the Orcust Harp Horror and swing in for 1700. He's going to activate Luna Rabbit White, or Luna Light White Rabbit. Oh my gosh, why could I not say that? And then we're going to flip up our Head Judging. He's going to call it wrong. And we're going to negate the effect, yoink it up. He passes turn. We're going to tribute for the Desperado Barrel Dragon and swing in. Lethal. Boom. So, there you go. Time Wizard. It's a good card when it hits. And here we are against the main character, Yami Yugi. And again, we get a second. Nice. Now you're probably wondering, hey, what does this board do when it goes first? It doesn't do anything. You just kind of sit there, like, set a card and just pray. But here we go. We're playing against... Let me tell you real quick. I used to love Arrow Mages, because when they were first free to play and they didn't have any support in the boxes, like all of their spells and traps, and it was just like the monsters in the field spell, they were really nice. And now they're just a stall, really annoying control deck. And it's really just kind of unfun to play against. Anyway, here we go. We're going to normal summon an Orcust Harp Horror. They're going to flip up their Humid Winds, get a search card, activate the effect to the second effect of Humid Winds to gain more life points. Then they're going to gain life points due to the effect of Aroma Garden, and they're going to special summon a Marjoram. Marjoram doesn't do anything because we don't have anything in the graveyard at the moment, but it will do something when this Orcust Harp Horror goes to the graveyard. So, they're going to normal summon the Rosemary, which is highly detrimental for us because the Rosemary says no effects, which means, or while a plant type is battling. So, no effects while a plant type is battling. Well, they're both plant types, which means that we can't summon up our Desperado Barrel Dragon. So, kind of sad. But, ultimately, it's fine. They're going to swing in. They're going to swing in. We do get to keep the Orcust Harp Horror in the graveyard, which is highly, highly beneficial for us. Because now we can go into level 7, and you will see one of the most satisfying things that you will see in Duel Links, and that is a wipe of a very, very established board. Black Rose Dragon comes back out. Boom! That field is gone. Then we are also going to be able to special summon. Now, we already knew that they weren't playing Destiny Draw because we saw them play Balance at the very start. So we are happy to just swing in there. And then I slap down this Cup of Ace and they go, no. Because they know they have nothing. They have nothing. There you go. And there's the win. And here we are against Aster Phoenix, which means it's most likely the skill Bring It. So we do have to keep in mind there might be a Destiny Hero Plasma hitting the field. And Undyne comes onto the field, meaning we are playing against Crystons, which makes me sad because I don't like Crystons. They're just kind of annoying. But again, because Crystron is probably the best deck in the current format, they're going to go through their plays. We're just going to ignore that. Because Crystrons are currently probably the best deck in the format, a lot of people are playing them, and a lot of people that don't know what they're doing are playing them. Which means easy wins. So, let me show you how this works. You fire off that Cup of Ace that you draw off the top. Bada bing, bada boom. You're going to fire off another one. You're going to draw 4 cards. Not just 2. And then you're going to fire off an Orchestrated Return. And you're going to draw even more cards. Then you're going to Black Salvo. What are we going to do? Are we going to wipe the field? No, everyone expects you to wipe the field. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into this Squire Saga. Squire Saga, non-target, destroys. So, we're going to non-target destroy the Citry. We're going to non-target destroy the back row. Why? Why did we do this? Why didn't we wipe the field with a Black Rose Dragon? Again, because people would expect that. People would expect you to go into the Black Rose Dragon and wipe the field. They would have the response. They would know what to do, right? They would summon up something using the Citry, and they would be able to stop you, right? More specifically, they would have something on the field. The Powered Insectron. I'm pretty sure they can go into the Powered Insectron. So, there's that. If they can't, then I'm stupid. But, if they could go into the Powered Insectron, then there's that. It doesn't really matter because we end up getting the Bombard onto the field while popping the 2 cards, non-targeting Destruction. They just summon up the Rion, go into the Samurai Destroyer, and we're sad because, once again, Samurai Destroyer just kind of negates the effect. So, anyway, Orchestrated Return. Draw 2 more cards. Simple Skeleton, summon up the level 1 tuner, and then Orcust Harp Horror we're going to set because I'm stupid and I didn't go into Black Salvo first. Instead, I decided to do this, which prevents you from special summoning anything that is not a dark type monster. But it'll be fine. Let me show you what happens here. Wielder into Coral Dragon. Undyne into Wielder into Coral Dragon. Wielder's going to pop the card. We're going to summon up our Desperado Barrel Dragon. They're going to pop a card again due to the effect of Coral Dragon. And guess what? We have a second Desperado Barrel Dragon. So we're going to just summon that up again. How's that? And we're going to get a search for Temperance. Now, as soon as battle phase happens, we flip, we get triple heads. We're only going to stop the Coral Dragon because that is the only thing that we can stop. if we were to destroy the Samurai Destroyer, it would special summon another machine-type monster onto the field from the graveyard, which means they could special summon a Citri, which we do not want. So we're going to have to swing into this the normal, old-fashioned way. We're going to get another level 7 Synchro. We're going to go into our own Samurai Destroyer. Then we're going to activate the effect of Brass Bombar in order to special summon the Orcust from our hand. We're going to swing in, and swing in for lethal. Cristrons, lose. Now, obviously, I could have blown up the field with the Black Rose, but ultimately it didn't matter. You could either Squire Saga or Black Rose. That's the difference, though, is Squire Saga, non-target destroys, and it doesn't destroy your own plays, so do keep that in mind. If you have something already on the field, Squire Saga is most likely the better option. And for the last replay, once again, we are facing off against the main character, Yami Yugi. But this time, we have to go first. We have to set up. Okay, what kind of board can we set up? Well, let's fire off this Cup of Ace. Alright, let's fire off this Orchestrated Return, because of course we drew on to an Orcust. We're going to Black Salvo. We're going to go into a Samurai Destroyer, and we are going to go into a Symbol Skeleton. Pretty simple. We're going to set a Head Judging as well. Alistair the Invoker comes out. We're going to flip up this Head Judging. He calls it correctly. Sad. 50-50 chance, but sad nonetheless. He gets his invocation. He's going to go into a Purgatrio because he is a big brain player. Now, here's where I get scared. We die if he has 3 Invokers in hand. We don't die if he's smart. So, if he's not smart and he does this incorrectly, we win. But if he's smart, we lose. Okay? Either he has 3 Invokers in hand and he's a good player, or he buffs up and then attacks into the Samurai Destroyer first, and then the Symbol Skeleton. But it's an invoked player, so anything could happen. And he's an idiot. He decided to attack not into the Samurai Destroyer first, and we get our Desperado Barrel Dragon onto the field. And we're going to be able to pop him. Of course, we still have all 3 coin flips available to us, so we got to draw a card as well. Twin Barrel Dragon activates, doesn't do anything. We're going to fire off this Orchestrated Return and the Surrender, because he's a small brain invoked player. What do you want? He can't think that many steps ahead. He can't think, wait, he might have a Desperado Barrel Dragon in hand. He's not going to know. He's not going to see Sartorius Kumar and go, this man, he's playing Desperado. I should be aware of what things I attack. Nah, too difficult. We're going to just swing in to that defense position monster and inflict piercing because Unga Bunga invoked. Alright, so talking about this deck, overall, is the deck good? Yeah, it's good. Okay, if we're comparing it to the Tier 0 Infernity deck that we talked about last time, a Tier 1 deck obviously is going to do less. It's not going to be as powerful. Tier 0 is better than Tier 1. So obviously, no, I'm totally kidding. Oddly enough, that analogy does make sense. Infernity is a bit stronger of a deck because it can make better boards. But overall, I do like this deck. It is a very go second deck. If you go second, it does do better because you can do things like Black Salvo into Black Rose Dragon after, an Orchestrated Return or something like that. You can wipe the field. You can go into a Squire Saga to pop some cards. You can then special summon using your Orcust Harp Horror to get another kind of security measure on the field, so if they don't have anything in their hand or they don't have a good follow-up, you can still survive. Plus it's really fun flipping up Head Judging, having them miss the call and then just like immediately surrender because they realize, oh, you took my monster, guess I don't get to play anymore, which happens a lot. I think this card's really fun. It's just kind of funny where it's just, okay, well, here you go. Let's see if we can win, kind of thing. Yeah. It's a fun deck. I think if you're thinking, hey, should I be playing Orcust with Desperado, or should I just be playing like a more pure Desperado deck? Play the Orcust deck. It's so much more fun. This card is banned in the TCG, and might as well play it here, right? If you can't play it in the TCG where it's actually really strong, why not play it in Duel Links? Overall, the deck's fun. I would I highly enjoy it simply because I like Orcust. I think that they're a really cool deck. And if you like these kind of funky decks or this kind of play style, then go for it. Play it. I'm sure that you will enjoy it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, a like is very much so appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Duel Links stuff, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.